Hi, welcome to Jen's Daily Dish, where I bake things on camera for the very first time so you can bake along with me and learn from my mistakes. Today we're making a sheet pan pizza, pizza al taglio, which is an Italian version of pizza. So if you were in Italy, roaming the streets, and you got hungry and you stopped by a shop that sold sandwiches, paninis, or pizza slices, they would give you a square piece of pizza, and that's what you would have. So that's what we're making today. So you just need your baking pan to make this in, or you could put it on a piece of parchment paper and put it on your pizza stone as well. But I'll be using the cookie sheet version of this. So let's go ahead and make this, and you can also top this with whatever you like. The crust itself will be more focaccia-like. So again, feel free to experiment with that and with the spices that you put into it. Have fun. That's what baking is about. That's right. Have fun. Experiment. Thank you for this song request. I've been trying to figure out a way to fit it in, and I think this does a good job. I got pizza chills, they're multiplying, and we're baking again. Italian version, demystifying. We're making pizza dough any way we want, and the toppings choices are on you. Yes, they are. Top it with whatever you like. Lukewarm water, yeast, sugar. Mix just a little bit. Let sit for 5 minutes until it gets nice and foamy. See how foamy that got? Let's go ahead, continue. Add your olive oil. Add in your flour. Add in your salt. If you would just like your dough very simple, with just the olive oil flavor and the salt and the dough and the crunchiness that's gonna happen, that is fantastic. But I like to add a little bit extra something, so I'm gonna add a little bit of pizza seasoning and herb de Provence into my dough just to add a little bit of flavor. It's a little pinch of herb de Provence, sprinkle of some pizza seasoning, mix together for about 5 minutes. Take your sheet pan and add a little bit of oil. We're just gonna get this all over the pan. Line with your parchment paper. It's gonna stick down nicely. Drizzle with your 4 tablespoons of oil. Move that around the pan. The dough is going to be very sticky, and that is okay. So we're gonna take it out of here. We're literally gonna let it plop on the cookie sheet. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is cover it with another cookie sheet at this point. Let it rest for an hour. It's been an hour. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. It definitely doubled. All right. Time to turn on your oven to 450 degrees and take that pan that was covering your pizza dough. We're gonna put it in the oven just like this. If you have a pizza stone, you could use that too. Okay, the dough looks like it should easily spread out, but let's go ahead and oil our fingers a bit. All right, and it is very soft, and it is really not resisting much at all. So go ahead, spread this out in the pan. Let the dough relax and rise in the pan for 35 to 45 minutes. It should really get to the edges at this point. That extra time gives the gluten a little bit extra moment to relax. This got nice and puffy. Just go ahead and push it into those corners there. It'll go ahead and stay. Let's go ahead and make the tomatoes that'll go on top of this. These are some canned diced tomatoes. You could coarsely chop tomatoes as well. You could stew your own tomatoes. But I have dried these with paper towels as much as possible. Add some olive oil. Add some salt. Stir together. Take your tomatoes and spread them as evenly as possible as you can. Remember, this is an Italian type pizza. This is not heavy with sauce type pizza. At this point, you can choose to add garlic or onions. I'm adding some garlic to the top. You can sprinkle with whatever spices you want. I'm going to sprinkle some oregano on top. But remember, I already added some spices to my dough, so it doesn't really need that much, just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of basil. Kind of like a focaccia, we're going to bake this as is. And then when this is baked, we're going to add the cheese on top. So this goes in for 22 to 30 minutes. Right on top of that other cookie sheet. Nice and hot, just like a pizza stone. It's looking a nice golden brown. Let's take it out and add the cheese. Look at that. Oh, yum. Time to add the cheese. I've torn apart some mozzarella. It's going to go ahead and sprinkle this on top. Smelling great already. Back in the oven it goes for about 5 minutes until it's melted. The cheese is nice and melted. Let's take it out. Yum. Oh, yum. This looks fantastic. I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil and then we get to eat it. Let's drizzle with a little bit of olive oil. Oh boy, is that very hot. Let's see if I can push it on over, which I can. Yay! Look at this sheet pan pizza al taglio. It has a crispy crust, I can tell that already. And it does look very focaccia-like because it puffed up and it sort of has those imprints in it, even though I didn't really do that. It looks fantastic, very similar to what you would get if you were in Italy and you were hungry and you stopped by a shop to get a slice of pizza. So it's all in the taste, so let's give it a try. This is fantastic. It was a pretty easy dough to work with. The dough kind of did all the work for you, and you stuck the thing in the oven. That was pretty much it. Easy, simple, delicious. What did you put on yours? Did you add pepperoni to yours? How about some roasted vegetables? That could have been lovely too. I'm liking it plain and just authentic and just with those chunks of tomatoes. Yum! You could put tomato sauce on yours as well. Whatever you like, because it's all about you. If I could make this sheet pan pizza al taglio for the very first time with you watching me every step of the way, you can too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram for so much more.